Hello and welcome to the second video in Data Secure's product review series. Today we are going to talk about an exciting new project called Hypersign. But before we dive any further into it, let us first take a look at what is Hypersign.
So, Hypersign is a decentralized identity layer for the internet, giving users control of their personal data and identity whilst digitally enabling trust for businesses. It can be used to provide a layer of privacy between an end user and an identity provider. Hypersign revolves around the concept of SSI, self sovereign identity, and how to achieve that with the help of DIDs, decentralized IDs. Now let's talk about who is this product for.
Hypersign is aimed at dApp developers who are looking to build trust-based systems with a focus on giving control of personal data back to the end users. In order to do this, they can leverage the complete infrastructure that Hypersign provides them with.
That sounds exciting. Let's dive into the product. First step is you have to create a wallet. To create a wallet, go to this URL and sign in with Google. After signing in, the interface will look like this, and inside the profile you can see all your data during the sign up which you gave. You can see your wallet address, DIDs, name, etc. Now let's take a look at Entity Studio. Entity Studio is the portal to create a schema and issuing the credentials to the user. To issue a credential to an user, first you need to create your organization from the Entity Studio. So you can create your organization by clicking on this create button and you can give your name, domain name, and you can create your organization. Since I already created this organization, next we have to create a schema. So to create a schema, go to the schema tab and click on this create button and name your schema and give your description and whatever details you want to get from the user, you have to set it on this field configuration. So let's take an example. So this is a schema which I already been created, and I took name, age and ticket ID, and my schema name is concert ticket. Okay, now we have created our schema. Now we have to create a credential for the user. So we can create a credential using this create button, and we have to give this DID. So which user we want to give this credential, we have to give their DID here, and we have to select the schema which we created on a previous step, and we have to enter all the details, expiry date, etc., and we have to save the credential. Now you have to sign this transaction to create this credential. So after the credential has been created, user has to add this credential to his wallet. So to add his credential, user has to scan this QR code, or user has to go to this URL, and from there user has to add it to their wallet. So either user has to scan this QR code or user has to accept it using this button. So here I'm going to use my account, so I'm going to sign the transaction with my wallet. So now transaction has been success, and so user can view their credential from here. So here we can see our concert ticket credential has been added to the wallet.
Now that the credentials have been issued to the user, a service provider can verify these credentials in order to allow the user to access their services. They can do this with the help of a presentation template. Within the template, they can select the schema for which they want the user's data, and only the user data pertaining to that schema will be shared with the provider, and the other data, the other credentials that the user has, those are not going to be shared, thus preserving the user's privacy. In order to know more about Hypersign and their offerings, you can go to docs.hypersign.id and go through the extensive documentation that has been prepared by the team. Now, let us talk about pricing. As you can see here, this is the pricing of the Hypersign DID tokens along with all of the actions that you can take with these tokens. Please bear in mind that this pricing is tentative and is subject to change. However, there's an added bonus here that for a limited amount of time, every project that integrates the Hypersign APIs as part of their product gets access to those APIs for free for 1 year. Not only that, but the first 100 projects to partner up with Hypersign also get some amount of Hypersign tokens for free of cost as a bonus by the Hypersign team. And now it's time for our final verdict. If you are a developer who wants to build decentralized applications where the user has greater control over their personal data and privacy, then we believe Hypersign is the right solution for you.